back to the dark forest with me, Farmerbuck. Last episode we finished clearing out this forest so we get a view over our what's gonna be our production yard, and up here we're gonna have our new cabin, or maybe it's a house, I'm not sure. As I mentioned earlier, I will try to keep this height on the hill, so I think what I need to do first is just level out the ground a bit and take it from there. Sometimes experience that is out to build, or if you just build lower the area instead of raising it. So yeah. I will do some more landscaping and modeling as we go along, but the first goal today is just to put up this new house. That's this one. I think that's gonna fit real nice into the forest theme, so let's try it. Oh yeah, look at this. Real nice, and a good view over the construction yard, or production yard. Never tried out this house before, but it's I think it fits really great in this forest area, and since forestry is what we are doing, this is just perfect. Don't know if we're gonna need the boat. It's pretty far to the lake, but wow, look at this. Lights. Oi. Can we go in here? Oh yes, that's the sleep trigger. And wardrobe. Alright. Old school bathtub with no drain. Oh, looks really good. What's up here? Ah, some storing area. Alright, looks great. I will see what I do with landscaping as we go along. I'm probably gonna try to smooth it up a bit, although it's pretty nice with this steep one also. Maybe I will try to fill the terrain a little bit better. Well, that's that. We need to sell our old cabin. Sell. And my plan for today, besides building a new house, is to kind of start clearing out the space for where I'm gonna plant trees. I have this experiment where I will see if there's any difference in the income if you take pine or spruce. I don't want to put it too close to the production yard because I don't know how many buildings I'm gonna have eventually. Look at that view, huh? That's nice, real nice. So I was thinking on the right side of this hill, if I'm gonna clear out a spot. Where is the house? There is the house. I think it's pretty flat over here as well. So I think I'm just gonna paint up a road. wide enough. Let's take our tractor in and have a look. Might as well just bring the winch with me. The tree nursery ran out of seeds. Still got some manure and herbicide left, so I'm not really sure if I'm gonna refill with seed, just to see how much. Try to be empty on all resources, but I'm not gonna do that now anyway. The road is okay, I guess, and like that. So I just don't really know how big I'm gonna take it. Say that's enough. Doesn't really matter if they're not quite the same size, because I'm gonna take the same amount of tree no matter what, so okay. So these are gonna be our control fields for spruce. I'm gonna put spruce in one and pine in another. But first of all, I'm gonna clear them all out of trees. Maybe for the sake of it, I'm gonna paint over these bushes, so we only have grass. It's easier to see the saplings and the growth and so on. So yeah, that's the plan for this episode. I guess gonna take a while, and just gonna get starting. I will try to make some kind of system, so when I winch them in, I will connect them close to each other and get a nice pile around here and some other places along the road. So save myself for as much work as I can. So I can do that with choosing which way the tree is falling, and also by placing the winch in a smart place, so to say. So yeah, I'm gonna get started, and I'll get back to you in a while. finally the first plot is cleared out. We have built up a nice amount of money, which is good. We're gonna need it. I'm thinking we're gonna build some production soon. But as I mentioned, I also need some sell points, so I do need even more money, I think. What's left now is to clear out this second plot or field, if you want, so we can get to almost identical plots for this test to see if there's more money in spruce or pine. I do think it's the same price on both, but I wonder, now I'm gonna plant them the same time and equal amount of tree, and I will also cut them the same time, so then we can see, do we get more logs from one of them? Are the pine taller or the spruce taller? Is there any quality difference? These are quite straight, there's no bending like this one, so yeah, it's gonna be nice to see. Also, you might saw I filled up this with more seeds, so now the total input is 7,000. I'm not gonna fill anything more now. Of course I could take some more manure, but got 400 tree saplings. Yeah, I could calculate now, but I don't want to. I'll do it later. Now I will continue to clear out this field. Do you think the winch is working pretty good? We got some nice stacks, and I found a kind of a system to cut them up in, and yeah, it's going quite well actually. But man, it's been taking a long time though. I also start to get a little handle on this debranching. Just gonna cut down this tree and we can see. That also saves me some time when I can just run over and get it done real quick. It's not always working, but seems to be working better on the pine trees. They don't have that. Now you can see I'm just running over and oops, not always working. So yeah, probably gonna figure it out eventually, and that's gonna save me a lot of time, I think, or I know. So yeah, I'm gonna continue with this, and I'll get back to you when it's done. All the trees are down, and I don't think it was quite as many trees on that plot as the other one, but yeah, now it's what's left is to bring them in, cut them up, and sell them. And I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna do this. start at the point. Why can't I? Close your eyes. Why isn't it working? It's working there. There is one thing here that's not quite accurate to a real winch, because in at least the winch I'm familiar with, we have this wire here, and it runs through how to explain that, a kind of a shackle here. So the first tree, all the trees will be free on this wire. So when if this should be accurate, this wire will run through here and over to the next tree. So when you start winching in, this tree will be dragged over here, and when they connect here, both of the tree will start moving in. Not always, depending on which one is the heaviest, but in real life this would maybe move a little bit, and then when the wire straighten out, it will start pulling that tree into this tree and over to the winch, so that you always get them fairly close to each other when you are with the winch. So not quite accurate, but it is what it is. So now I need to take it off again, and then I think I'm gonna take this. Yep. This. So this is how I do it. I take a look at the tree where they are placed, and try to get take them off and on again, and usually I get 3 or 4 trees fairly close to each other, and then after I can just push them a little bit with the winch as well, so they're pretty much even here. And I also push them together, and I start cutting when I start to load the trailer. So I think maybe I must just turn it a little bit like this. Yeah, and as you might saw, this turning around the seat is pretty neat. So now when I press W, it goes backward, not forward, and the S is then forward. So the control also turn, and you can see the steering wheel on the side there. So yeah, it's really a bit unfamiliar to use the keyboard when you have turned the seat, but it's pretty nice. Alright, so I will continue with this, and get back to you in a while. So, as you saw on the time lapse, I guess, the winch is really handy equipment. I use them to pull them all the lugs together, and also use it to push them together, and it makes it easier for me to cut them up in the correct length and so on. Just as you saw, run over and check a little bit in the end there, and I guess I'm on the wrong side. Then I just stack up the front lugs, and then I not pull them more together, but I go over again and cut them, and same procedure all over again. So it really saves me a lot of time, I think. The best thing is, of course, when you have these machines that you cut the tree and you debranch them and you cut them into a length that you specify, like 6 meter or I don't know, is it 1, 2, 3 up to 8 meters or something like that. We're gonna find out eventually. I will get one. I think the first one is gonna be one to mount on the Valta. We do have enough horsepower to use one of those. I never used that before, so it's gonna be fun to see. So yeah, the money is heavy. The money is pouring in, so to say. It's looking good. Oops. So for now, I think I will clean up those fields. The testing fields. See, I marked 2 squares here. Still a lot of work to be done. Oh, they are not cut yet. So we're gonna have a whole lot of more money before we plant these 2 fields. So, but it's gonna be fun to see though if my tree nursery, if I can choose what tree to plant, or so yeah. Oops. Yeah, maybe I cut them a little bit long, but you know, it's more money, and as long as I can lift them with this 135, it's all good. But yeah. So yeah, but the winch really saved me a lot of time to be able to do this loading with the lugs all collected together. Really do save me a lot of time. So oh no, that's too much. That's the bad thing with having a 2-wheel drive. If you the wheels with the back wheels don't touch the ground, you can't move. So yeah, but it's ooh, that was close. I'm not in the center of the log, so yeah, it's not always 100% authentic though. But it's gonna be a good load, a lot of income. So I think I'm just gonna finish selling off these logs, and I think I get back to you when that's done, and I'm gonna plant this field. I think that's I think we're gonna do that in this episode. So we get this little project starting to see if there's any different, if it's a spruce or a pine. I actually do not think that there is, but let's take a little test. So yeah, I get back to you when I'm ready to plant these two squares, I guess. So I will see you in a bit. Alright, we finally finished clearing out the logs. So that trailer I'm gonna leave in my construction yard. So I have a load to deliver to, I think it's gonna be a sawmill. I think I will build first, but that's gonna be for the next episode. Now I have to, first of all, I'm gonna get rid of those bushes in the field here, so it's easier to see the trees and so. And also in real life, when you are planting a forest, you clear out most of the vegetation that will compete with your seedlings for nutrition and sunlight and so on. And then as the tree grows, you not every year, but when you get to a certain point with when you think it's too much bushes and weed around your seedlings, you have to go out and kind of clear that away, so that your trees get the sun they need and the nutrition they need to grow. So I'm gonna do that real quick, and then off to the store to get this planter, or I don't know what they are calling it. In Fs19 there was this mod where you could plant the trees yourself with a shovel, and you had the trees in kind of a backpack. Haven't found that mod here in Fs22, so is that more bush? Yep. Alright. Look at that, all cleared out. Good. Alright, off to the shop and get this planter, and hopefully we'll get those trees down before it's getting too dark. So I'm just gonna place that there, and I will see you at the shop. So we are at the store, and first things first, this planter. In game you have this dam con, which is 26,000 and need 120 horsepower. But I downloaded this one. I'm not sure if there was the in-game mod hub or it's Fs22 modhub.com, what it's called, but doesn't really say how many horsepower it needs. But I'm pretty sure my Valta will be able to take it. So it's a cheap one. Gonna be nice to see how it works. So let's take this first. And I also checked out the prices on seedlings to see if the tree nursery is actually producing cheaper seedlings or not. And luckily it really does. When I took my production cost with the fertilizer, herbicide, and seeds, I have now produced 406 trees, and my input was about 7,100 something, and I ended up with 17.5 euros per sapling, and that's not bad. This original pack, this out 3 samples, is 20 trees. They are actually costing 50 euros for each tree, and it's not that much really, but depending on how many trees you're gonna plant. And this one is a little bit cheaper. It's 30 euros per tree. And also found some other mods that I've downloaded. This is the same too, 50 euros. And these are the cheapest ones. So this 6 tree saplings. Got something in my throat. 6 tree saplings is much 37 euros, and then I go down to 33. Now this is 41, and the cheapest is 30 euros. So almost half the price though. And you know, if we are planting 120 tree would have cost us 3,500. So all in all, you do save some money, but I can't forget the 10,000 I paid for the tree nursery. So if it's worth doing, I'm not really sure, but it was nice to try it anyway. So now we know. The question now is, as you saw on this, especially the mods here, you can choose what kind of trees. It's quite a lot of trees actually. Wow, I never actually gone through this. I guess we're gonna try out this at one point. But now I'm curious is if when we take the seedlings out of the tree nursery, will we be able to choose what kind of trees we are planting? That's pretty much that's important, especially now for the test field. And I don't want to plant those trees that doesn't grow, straight up. I don't want this crooked tree that's hard to stack on a trailer and won't give you that much money, according to the in-game tip. The logs have to be long and straight, and then you get more money for it. So we will see. So this is gonna be exciting. I think on this test field I'm gonna plant 3 rows of trees and give them enough space around to grow. I do think I read someplace in the in-game tip and help menu, if you plant them too close together, they won't grow that good. Alright, let's see. Tree saplings. Spawn item. 1 pallet with 10. Let's just spawn everyone. Okay. Good. We can actually. Then I take half and half, I guess. No. Storing. Spawn item. We take 2 pallets with. Can choose 1 pallet, 2 pallets. Okay. With spruce, pine, stone pine. Oh, sweet. Wow, I'm gonna go with spruce and pine at the beginning. Now I spawn 2 with pine, wasn't it? Damn it. Spruce. 2 with spruce. Okay, good. And then 2 with pine. Wow, they all say spruce. That's not good. Let's see if I load them on the. When I load them on this one. Can I just refill? Alright. Good thing I didn't spawn everyone. Let's go. And there are 50 trees in one. Didn't the menu say oh no. Oh, okay. 50 liters, 50 on one. 10 is 10 pallets. Okay. It's no good if you can only spawn spruce. So, how do we do this? Too many trees. Cut some down first. Man, it's really bad. I already cut down a lot of tree. Well, that's a bummer. How many trees do I need to cut to do this? Is it in this area only, or doesn't it matter where I... Well, that's a bummer. Might never be able to replant some trees then. Alright, then that's something to do on another map, I guess, or very much later in this series when I really have cut down trees. Alright, all that work for kind of nothing. But yeah, it is what it is. At least we got to try out this tree nursery, and it does seems to be a little bug since I could only spawn spruce. Also discovered that this super strength that follow this lumberjack mod doesn't work at the moment. I think it got something to do with this winch. Because I press Alt for super strength, but still say too heavy. And before I had the winch, I could lift pretty much everything. So, but yeah, it's a good thing. In some ways, I don't like using super strength. It's kind of a cheat, but it was really nice to have at some occasions, though. So. But yeah, so no planting trees, no testing out if spruce are better than pine or so on. Can't try out these other trees to see. But we're gonna continue. We're gonna skip the planting session though, and, but we have a lot of other stuff to try out with the production line, sell points, and so on. So yeah. Plenty to do, and I will get around and try those different trees at one point or in another series, but for now I'm gonna call it and go to sleep in my new cabin. So yep, thanks for watching. Hopefully I will see you again in the next one. So bye bye.